Good morning, student. Then the last class I gave home assignment. I hope you did well, and those who didn't solve that problem, I am just going to resolve the problem here now. So go through the questions once again. A company issued 15,000 fully paid equity shares of rupees 100 each for the purchase of the following assets and liabilities from Gupta brothers. Plant rupees 3,50,000, land and building rupees 6 lakh, stock in trade rupees 4,50,000, sundry creditor rupees 1 lakh. You are required to pass the necessary journal entries. Student, what we purchased? We purchased a business of Gupta brothers. While purchasing, we purchased some assets and liabilities. In return, what we pay for purchase of assets, what a company issues? Company issues 15,000 shares. 15,000 shares at the rate of how much? 100 each. So company the company purchased the business for rupees 15 lakh. This is called PC, that is purchase consideration. Okay. Now, before solving the problem, we have to calculate net asset. What is net asset? Net asset is equal to asset minus liabilities. What is that? Asset minus liabilities. So in the question, what are the items is given? What are the assets is given here? What are that? Plant. Plant rupees 3,50,000. And what is the next one? Land and building is also asset, costing 6 lakhs. Okay. Then stock in trade is given. There is also asset, that is 4,50,000. Right? Then what is given? Sundry creditor is given. There is liability. So that should be deduct. So what is the net amount? 3,50,000, 4 lakh, that is 9,50,000 plus 4,50,000, 14 lakh. 14 lakh minus 1 lakh. So the net asset is 13 lakh only. What's that? We got net asset 13 lakh, but how much you are paying? That is PC. PC is 15 lakh. Whether we are paying more or less, we are paying more, because actually we got only 13 lakh rupees costing asset, but we are paying 15 lakh. It means that the gap is goodwill. Goodwill is 15 lakh minus 13 lakh. So the goodwill costing is 2 lakh. That is, goodwill is equal to PC is more than the net asset. PC is more than the net asset, then we got goodwill, because we are paying more for the name, for the reputation of the business. We are ready to pay extra amount because it has some reputation, it has some goodwill. Because of that, we are paying extra amount. That is 2 lakh is a goodwill. In return, in some cases, there may be capital reserve. When PC is less than the net asset, you may got capital reserve. Okay, note down. So actually, this is not a part of question. So remind the formula. Capital reserve is equal to PC. When PC is less than the net asset, then we got capital reserve. That is called capital profit. It will be creditor. Okay. So in that, as far as the question is concerned, we have goodwill of rupees 2 lakh. We have net asset 13 lakh, PC is 15 lakh and goodwill is 2 lakh. Now proceed to the journal entry. So this is the working note. Note the working note and proceed for the journal entry. How to pass entry? Very easy. As usual, we learned in the previous class how to pass the entry for, actually we have to pass two entries, one for purchasing of assets, another for issue of shares. Now starts with entry. This is the journal entries format, you know, date, particulars, ledger folio, debit amount and credit amount. This is date, particulars, ledger folio, debit rupees, credit rupees. Now starts with problem. So all assets should be debited, you know. What is the rule? All assets should be debited. What are the assets the company possesses? Gupta brothers, what are the assets they are having? Plant. So start with plant. Plant, account, debit. What is the next one? Land and building. Land and building, account, debit. This is also asset, that's why we debited. Then stock in trade account. Stock, inventory. Stock, account, debit. In the working note, we got goodwill. Goodwill is also asset, no? So that should be debited. Then goodwill, account, debit. Now in return, we have to credit the liabilities. So write to creditor. So we have to credit because it is a liability. Okay. So what is the amount? The plant costing plant is 3,50,000. Okay. Then land and building is 6 lakh and stock 4,50,000. Okay, 14 lakh is over. What is the amount of goodwill? Goodwill costed 2 lakh, which is already prepared in working note, right? And creditor 1 lakh. And how much we are paying to Gupta brothers? To Gupta brothers, how much we are paying? We are paying 15,000 shares at the rate of 100 each, costing 15 lakh we are paying. Now check whether it is tallied. 15 plus 1 16 lakh and 14 plus 2 16 lakh being purchase of Gupta brothers. Being purchase of Gupta brothers. Okay. So we purchase the business of Gupta brothers. What is the second one? In return, we have to issue shares. No, we are not going to issue cash. We are going to issue only shares. So whether we issue shares at premium or discount, go through the question. It is given. Nothing is given about that. So it means that we issue at shares for at par only. We issue shares at par only. So now issue shares to Gupta brothers. For the second entry, Gupta brothers, second one, okay. Gupta brothers account debit, brothers account debit. What we are issuing? We are issuing share capital. Well, the name is given. Name is given. That is equity share capital. So we have to write as equity share capital account. Okay. The amount is 15 lakh in Gupta brothers. So there is no premium and discount. So we can directly write 15 lakh here. being, that is 15 lakh divided by, what is the face value? 100, that is 15,000 shares, equity shares issued to Gupta brothers. This is the narration. Very easy to solve, no? Right? Once again I repeat it. Before solving the problem, we have to calculate net asset. Net asset, how to calculate net asset? Assets minus liabilities. So keep that amount aside and then calculate PC. It may be given in the question. PC means what? Purchasing price. Simple. So just compare the PC with net asset. If PC is more, then there may be goodwill. If PC is less than the net asset, then it means that is capital reserve. Capital reserve should be credited here. Okay. So after that, pass the journal entries. You have to debit all the assets like plant account debit, land and building account debit, stock account debit, goodwill account debit. We already debited all the assets. And credit all the liabilities given in the question. We have only one liability, that is creditor, we creditor to creditor. And we credit the giver. Who is the giver? Gupta brothers is the giver. We credit the Gupta brothers. For the second entry, we have to pay some consideration, no? We have to pay some return, no? So what we are paying? We are not paying any cash. We are paying share capital. We are issuing share capital. So the entry is Gupta brothers account debit to share capital. If the shares are issued at discount, then the entry will be Gupta brothers account debit, discount on issue of share account debit to equity share capital. Suppose it is issued at premium, then the entry will be changed. Gupta brothers account debit to equity share capital to securities premium reserve. So this is the important one, just keep it in mind. Okay. So recently a question is sample paper is released, no? आप sample paper देखे होंगे, नेट वगैरह में आया है और CBSE एकेडमिक वेबसाइट में भी है. अब चेक कर लीजिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 20. क्वेश्चन नंबर 20 चेक करिए सैम्पल पेपर में. एक क्वेश्चन दिया हुआ है, लेकिन क्या है क्वेश्चन में डिबेंचर्स का परचेज कंसिडरेशन दिया हुआ है. सो हम ऐसे मॉडिफाई करके शेयर्स का मान लेंगे. The same problem, the problem is given in the sample paper. We are going to solve in shares point of view. The treatment for shares and debentures for consideration other than cash is same. For consideration other than cash का जो problem है, debentures और shares का treatment सब same ही है. बस you have to change the share capital as a debenture. बस इतना ही है. तो same questions को हम लोग shares में हम लोग solve करने की कोशिश करेंगे. ठीक है? The question is given in your sample paper. Just I am going to read the question now. Okay, take the snap of it. Neeraj Limited took over a business of Ajay Enterprises on 1/4/2020. The details of the agreement regarding the assets and liabilities to be given over here. Building, book value 20 lakh, agreed value 35 lakh. Plant and machinery, book value 12 lakh, agreed value 8 lakh. Stock, book value 4 lakh, agreed value 4 lakh. Trade receivable, book value 5 lakh, agreed value 4 lakh. Creditors, book value 2 lakh, agreed value 3 lakh. Outstanding expenses, book value 50,000 and agreed value 1 lakh. It was decided to pay the purchase consideration as 7 lakh through check and balance by issue of 2 lakh shares of rupees 20 each at a premium of 25%. Okay, in your sample paper it is given as a debenture. I change as debenture as a share. Okay, both the treatments are same. So what is given? You may be a little bit confused. Why the two amount is given? Book value and agreed value is given. So no, just leave the book value. There is no use of book value. We have to deal with only agreed value. So leave the book value amount. Okay, just concentrate on agreed value, because book value is given for information only. There is no rule in the accounting part. Okay. So once again, what is given? Agreed value of the asset is given, liability is also given, and PC is also given. But the company agreed to pay 7 lakh through check and the balance amount through shares, issue of shares. So this is the problem. So it is asked for 6 mark question, very easy to score. So 6 marks question is asked, no. So just like the same problem may be asked in your coming examinations. It is given debentures, the same question, type questions may be asked in shares also. So concentrate on that. Okay. So we are going to solve which one? Purchase of business through issue of shares and issue of checks. Okay. Now calculate net asset first. Net asset. Add all the assets. What are the assets given? That is, building is given. Building plus machinery. Okay. Building, machinery, stock, trade receivable. Stock plus trade receivable. Okay. Then you have to deduct creditor, then outstanding expenses. So the amount is given, no. What is the amount of building? Building is 35 lakh. Okay. Then what is the amount of machinery? Machinery is 8 lakh. Stock 4 lakh stock. Right. Trade receivable is also 4 lakh. Trade receivable 4 lakh. Then what is the amount of creditor? Creditor 3 lakh. And outstanding expenses 1 lakh. Now calculate. 35 lakh, 43 lakh, 47 lakh, 51, then minus 147 lakh only. 51 minus 47, right? So this is net asset. Net asset we got. Now calculate PC. What is PC? Purchase considerations. Here the company agreed to pay in 2 ways. First 7 lakh through check and the balance amount through issue of shares. So first they agreed to pay 7 lakh as check, through check. Okay. What is the next one? They agreed to issue shares. How many shares they agreed to issue? They agreed to issue 2 lakh shares at the rate of 20 each at 25% premium. So what is the issue price of the share? The company planned to issue not for 20. They just plan to issue shares at 25% premium. So 25% premium, 20 ka 25% means 5 rupees premium. So now the issue price is 20 plus 5, that is 25. Right. So what is the issue price of the share? 25, not 20. The face value is 20, but the issue at 5 rupees premium, so it cost 25. Now 2 lakh into 25, 50 lakhs. Okay. So total 7 plus 50, 57 lakh is the PC. PC is 57 lakh. Got it? What is net asset? How much we got net asset? Net asset we got 47 lakh. In return we have to pay 57 lakh. कुछ idea आ रहा है? क्या होगा? The gap is as goodwill, because we are paying more than the net asset. It means that we are paying for that reputation, for that goodwill we are paying, for the name we are paying extra. So 57 lakh is the PC, there is purchase consideration, for a net asset is 47 lakh. So if we are paying extra how much? We are paying 10 lakh extra amount for the reputation. That's why the name called goodwill. You know, goodwill is an asset. So where we have to record? We have to record in the asset side of the entry. Not asset side, we have to write in the debit. We have to debit the item. So what are the items given? Main item, the net asset is 14.7 lakh and the PC is 57 lakh and goodwill is 10 lakh. So this is the working note. With this we have to proceed for the journal entries, right? So what is journal entries? Just we solve, no? The same way we have to record. Okay? Ledger folio, debit amount, credit amount. Date column. If date column is not given, you may proceed without the date column, right? Now, date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. Okay. Now start with asset. What are the assets we purchased? We purchased building for rupees 35 lakhs. So building account debit, we write 35 lakh here. Okay. Then what we purchase? We purchase plant and machinery account. Plant and machinery account debit. Then we purchase stock. That is stock account debit. The stock amount 4 lakh. Here is 8 lakh and 4 lakh. Trade receivable account debit, there is also 4 lakh. Okay. Then to creditor to outstanding expenses account. Amount is given. Right? How much? Creditor 3 lakh. Outstanding expenses 1 lakh. I forgot to record one thing. Which one is? Goodwill. Goodwill is 10 lakh. So it will be appear in the debit side. Goodwill account 10 lakh. Then from where we purchase? We purchase whose business? Ajay Enterprise. No. So you have to write here Ajay Enterprise. Enterprise account. How much? The purchase consideration is 57 lakh. So we have to write 57 lakh here. Try to tally 57, 60 and 61. So 35, 45, 53, 53 plus 8, 61. Right? Now being purchase of Ajay Enterprise. Okay. Now issue shares to Ajay Enterprise. Ajay Enterprise account debit. In return we pay some check, no, to bank account because we are paying through check. And we issue share capital. So you have to write to share capital account. And we issue at share premium, no, to securities premium reserve account. Okay. How much we are paying? We have to pay 57 lakh to Ajay Enterprise. How much we are paying through check? 7 lakh through check. How much is left now? 50 is left. So how many shares we are using? We don't know. So we have to calculate. Being 50 lakh divided by what is the issue price? The issue price is 25. The issue price is 25. If you divide, we got 2 lakh shares. 2 lakh shares being 2 lakh shares issued. So, how to write 2 lakh into face value, that is 20. 40 lakh we have to write here, right? And in securities premium you have to write 2 lakh, the premium amount is 5, that is 10 lakh. That's all. Being shares issued to Ajay Enterprise. You got 6 marks. If you do like that, you will got 6 out of 6. No? Okay. Student, let's see. One more thing is there. Shares issued to promoters. Very simple one. The entry is incorporation cost account debit to share capital. The same thing. Same way we have to solve. What is that? Incorporation cost account debit to share capital. So, till then, take care. Bye.